Florida's I-4 corridor stretches from Daytona to Tampa, and it's one of the most contentious political battlegrounds in the country. You know what? Why don't I just show you?
The people who live in the counties along this highway are some of the most sought after in presidential politics, and the region is changing before our very eyes. The bankruptcy crisis in Puerto Rico has set off a mass migration from the island to Central Florida. Puerto Ricans who live on the island are not eligible to vote in a presidential election, but because they're U.S. citizens, if they move to the mainland, they can, which has set off a political gold rush to register them and make a good impression.
Central Florida is a key region in this swing state, and there's a swing vote in this swing region in the swing state, and that's the Latino vote. Here in Orange County, in Osceola, specifically, it's the Puerto Rican.
Esteban Garces is the Florida State Director for Mi Familia Vota, a progressive Hispanic advocacy group that's registering voters across the state.
Our job this year is to make sure that we do everything we can to help them realize this power by registering them to vote, because if we don't get to that point, they won't have a chance to realize their power, and we won't be able to set an agenda as a Latino voting bloc for the next 4 years.
There's already more than 1 million Puerto Ricans in Florida, a number that's rivaling the Cuban population. And you can already see it transforming the landscape. Shopping malls like Plaza del Sol have undergone complete makeovers to make the migrants feel at home, offering Puerto Rican food, naming sections of the mall after streets of San Juan, and giving Latino entrepreneurs an affordable place to start a business. And the parties are taking notice. Hillary Clinton's campaign has mobilized, sending dozens of paid staffers and an army of volunteers who are fanning out across Florida.
Here we are with a phone bank. These are all volunteers. We're excited to be part of the campaign, and as you can see, we have tons of people. It looks like we're having a party, but we're working hard to get the vote out.
Donald Trump's campaign is not nearly as organized yet, but the Republican Party of Florida has made an effort to reach Puerto Rican voters by having a presence at Latino festivals, churches, and community events.
We have been building a network, a grassroots network, for the past year and a half. We've been on the ground, so we have people all throughout the state that are empowering volunteers in their communities so that they can become community leaders and really talk and engage with all these new voters.
But Trump's rhetoric about Hispanics could make their job more difficult.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
Meanwhile, the conservative Libre initiative is working with newcomers from Puerto Rico to help them make the transition.
We have had workshops, training seminars on how to transition to the U.S. The Puerto Rican voter in a state that figures massively in the electoral map is a force to be reckoned with. And anybody who ignores them at their peril.